Hello students, and welcome to this first lecture of the VyOS series. My name is Javed Akbar and I'll be your instructor in this course. So a little bit about VyOS. It's a community software that's available for you to download for free and use. It doesn't require any license. And a few years ago, Brocade bought the software and they have the rights to sell it as a commercial product, and they call it VyAda. And most recently, a VyAda product got bought out from Brocade to AT&T. So they are the current owner of the VyAda software, which is almost identical to the free version VyOS. The development on this version is still going on from the community, and it can do pretty much everything that the VyAda software can do. So that way you can download it and learn or even install it in a production environment without any problems. So that's what this course is going to be about. A little bit about what you're going to need in order to actually install it in your environment or to create an environment. First thing you're going to need, of course, is the VyOS software. And I'm up on their website. It's called vyos.io, and you just click on the downloads button, and there's a stable version. Click on the stable version and just download the latest ISO image. The AMD 64 ISO is 1.1.8. that's the latest version right now. So download that. And the other thing that I am using is VirtualBox. You can feel free to use any other kind of virtual environment. You might have ESX available for you, a VMware player, VMware workstation, or any other kind of virtual environment that you have. I have used VirtualBox in the past, so I'm kind of more used to it, and that's what I'm going to be using. And once you have it downloaded and you have your ISO image downloaded, then it's pretty simple. You probably have seen this before. If not, this is what a VirtualBox interface looked like. So once you install it, it's a pretty simple install. Once you download the software, it's a few clicks and you'll be able to install it just like any other Windows installer. I'm running Windows 7 on my laptop, and it should install on Windows 8 as well and beyond. And as you can see, these are all virtual machines that I have created, and one of them is the VyOS. So in order to show you, I can create one more. You just click on new. We will call it VyOS-1, and it is a Linux based software, so we're going to pick Linux. It automatically picks Ubuntu, so we'll just keep the Ubuntu software. As far as memory is concerned, I'll take, I would say, about 2 gig. Create a virtual. We'll take the rest of the information as just default, whatever is showing up. It's a VDI. Dynamically allocate the space. 10 gigabyte is probably a lot, but we'll just go ahead and take the default as well. So now we have the VyOS-1 virtual machine created. Once it's created, then what you do is you go to the settings, and the main thing here is storage. You go to this empty CD-ROM drive, click on this drive, and then see where is your VyOS installed. In my case, since I have recently downloaded, it's in my download folder. So as you can see, it's right here. As soon as I click that, you see it getting it attached to the CD-ROM that you had available. Beside that, what else you need to change here? You can uncheck the floppy, move the optical drive up, since that's going to be the first one that will boot. Network, for now, we'll leave it like that. And USB we can disable, and that's about it. And so now it's ready to boot. We're going to go ahead and start the machine. Shouldn't take that long. is sitting at the boot prompt. Either you can hit enter or it's going to automatically start booting in a few seconds. And that's what's doing right now. Okay, we are at the login prompt, and the default login and password is VyOS and VyOS. Okay, we are at the prompt now, and so now we're going to do an install image. It's going to ask you quite a few questions, well, about 4 or 5 questions. Would you like to continue? Yes. It's probing the drives. Partition, I'm going to keep it as auto. Install the image on drive. This is the only drive I have on this virtual machine, so I'm going to say yes. This will destroy all the data. I'm fine with that. How big of a root partition? Again, I'm going to take the default in that as well. And right now it's in the process of installing it. I think there's one more question it's going to ask before it actually install the OS. Yeah. Would you like to name this image something? I want to keep it as default. And now it's going to install the image. Should be pretty quick. One more question. Which one should I copy to SDA? Config.boot. Enter the password. So VyOS is the password. VyOS is the login. Modify grub. We want to keep it on SDA. Currently setting up the grub, which is the bootloader for Linux. And now we are done. Okay, so what we're going to do is power it off because we need to take off the CD. Power off. Okay, now we're going to go back into the settings. Storage, click on this and remove attachment. Okay, now I'm going to go to system, remove the optical drive, and we're going to move up our hard disk. Okay, and then start it again. And if everything goes well, then we should be able to see our new installation. And of course the system is booting off of the hard disk now, not the CD like it did last time. As you can see, the VyOS is showing the version number is 1.1.8. Ignore these warnings. They really are not gonna do anything to mess up our installation here. Okay, and VyOS, and we're good. So now we're gonna do a show version to make sure we get the right version. Yes, we do. And if you want to run show commands, just type show and then question mark. It'll show you all the show commands you have available. And there are quite a few things that we are going to be configuring here. And I just wanted to give you a taste of it since this is the first lecture. Okay, we're going to continue on with the next lecture with some basic configuration. And until then, goodbye.